Alright, so I can't believe I never did this before, or never went through this catalog before. So this is the Lionel HO scale Berkshire catalog. And this is also the first video of 2026, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so Lionel is proud to announce our first HO scale steam locomotive designed for the discriminating hobbyist in more than 20 years. These all-new models are loaded with road-specific details and available DCC ready or with the unmatched control and sounds of the ESU lock sound. These new 284s mark a new era for Lionel HO and set the stage for more great models to follow. So, the Chesapeake in Ohio was one of the last roads to receive 284s named Kanawas. Yeah, on the Cheesy and the K4 class saw service system-wide on freight trains of all types from 1943 until 1957. Their service lives were shortened by the coming of diesels, not by any fault of their own. Indeed, the C&O returned to the Alco and Lima or five orders of their own and pulled additional models for the Pure Marquette, or from the Pure Marquette. Thankfully, the C&O donated a dozen to the cities upon retirement, like C&O 2716, 2727, 2732, and 2736. All represent the first batch of Kanawas delivered from Alco in 1943 in recognition of her past, and with great anticipation to her return, we're offering 2716 spruced up with polished rods, glass paint, and a modern pile headlight. Her sisters were a more standard matte finish with darkened rods appropriate for their appearances in 1940s. C&O 2699 represents the former Pure Marquette locomotive, complete with proper PM details and short-lived C&O for the Progress tender. They're also offering a unique fantasy paint scheme based on the C&O's streamlined locomotives, and it was so popular in O scale, we felt the HO's crowd might be appreciated as well. So, here's all the locomotives they have. They have the Chesapeake in Ohio, Kanoa 2727, 2732, and 2736. There's also the 2716, 2789 in the orange and silver paint scheme, and the Chesapeake and Ohio Berkshire number 2699. And there's also, and these are these locomotives. So all of the Lionel HO Berkshires feature detailed die-cast metal boilers and frames, powerful maintenance-free motor, LED lighting, all new tooling from prototype drawings, separated applied road numbers, specific detailing, detailed cab interior with crew figures, all-wheel pickup, metal operating knuckle couplers, a minimum of 20-inch minimum curve radius, tether connection to tender. DCC ready locomotives also feature DCC ready, just plug in the decoder of your choice. ESU look sound locomotives also feature Fanger and stack smoke. ESU lock sound 5 decoder with power pack. For her full listing of ESU's look sound feature 5 features and capabilities seen on ESU.en, and operates in both DCC and DC. Engine and whistle and bell sounds in DC operation. Full DCC functions in DCC operation. DCC ready, the retail price is $649.99, and ESU lock sound equipped is $749.99. Next up, we have the Nickel Plate Road. So, perhaps no road was better known for the Berks than Nickel Plate Road. The road was instrumental in the advisory mechanical committee designs, and the first order of Berkshires in 1934 really set the pattern for most of those that followed. Ultimately, the nickel plate ordered 80 similar Berkshires from Alco and Lima for fast freight service. 20 were equipped for passenger service during the war as well. Like their sisters of the C&O and other roads, dieselization cut their careers short despite their successful design. Numbers 757, 763, and of course 765 were all part of the S2 class Berkshires, delivered in 1944 and 1945. All of these models will include working Mars lights on the smoke box front, coming to all locomotives in this class in the 1950s, having spent more years hauling excursions than freight, by far representing 765 with polished rods, a pile headlight, and gloss finish for your fan trips. Paying tribute to their limited time and passenger service, we've taken some liberties in the 777 in What If special paint scheme. We're also in offer in 759 in her blue dress for the 1969 Golden Spike Limited, which took the locomotive on a cross the country trip all the way to Utah. So they have 757 nickel plate Berkshire, 763 and 765, and 777. They have American Railroads Golden Spike number 759, and last but not least, they have the Pure Marquettes. So the Pure Marquette knew a good thing when they found out and went to the Lima 5 times for Berkshires between 1937 and 1944. Despite its 1225 letter fame in both excursion and fictional passenger service, the Berks were freight and only locomotives on account of their weight and not potentially. All 39 Berks found plenty of work hauling fast freights across Michigan in the busy 1940s, and ultimately all of the locomotives would become part of the C&O roster before retirement. Because of trust agreements, only their initial order of the locomotives were relettered and numbered onto the C&O rosters. Numbers 1216 and 1239 continued onto the Pure Marquette paint until retirement, representing the class N1 locomotives delivered in 1941. And for numbers 1216, 1223, and 1225, among the most famous of their 3 class PMs 284s. 1225, of course, found its considerable fame in modern years, and it was presented here for rhetoric excursions, gloss paint, polished rods, and her modern headlight. Representing the class N1 locomotives delivered in 1941, numbers 1220, 1216, 1223, and 1225 are among the most famous of the 3 classes of the Pure Marquette 284s. 1225, of course, has found considerable fame in the modern years and is presented here ready for excursions with gloss paint, polished rods, and modern headlight. And of course, Pure Marquette 1225 is considered to be the real Polar Express. I'm pretty sure some of you know. All of these locomotives come with DCC sound and all the others. And there's also 1216 and 1223. Now, Pure Marquette 1225 is still in operation today at the Steam Railroad and Institute in Owasso, Michigan. And Pure Marquette 1223 is at display in some yard. I don't know which one it is, but I still know it. And that is it. So I hope y'all have enjoyed this little catalog flip through. And as always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications on for new videos, and subscribe. I'm hoping that the new Lionel catalog for this year, the Volume 1 catalog, is coming soon, and I will be doing a video on that. So thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all next time. And stay tuned for the Lionel's 2026 Volume 1 catalog.